my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Set the tone, defense, let's go.
Hey, high 7.
51. In your face.
Ready?
Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A pitch to Peterson, finding room at the 30. Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, 82 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Pilot, 64, weak. Two.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Jim. First. Hey. 50 the mic. Two.
To the air again, it's Cousins. This is screen to Abdullah. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Hey, check. Mike 50.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 39, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Check it out. 55's Mike. Mike 55.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back.
There goes Melvin Gordon. 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Melvin Gordon, 84 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Show it in. Show it in. That's it. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
A toss play. This is Peterson. And he powers his way up past the 30. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Where'd he go? Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. SOS.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Redskin 1st down, the pickup 15 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll give to Peterson out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bring it. Bring it.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First down, Washington.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Down. 60 outlaw. 54 Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Neighbor. Screen. Watch the screen. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Haskins on first down. This is brought in by Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to number 14.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Our time. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
From the gun, it's Haskins. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll run with Peterson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL.
Get this work on. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Come
On 2nd and goal. Haskins to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The All-Pro Von Miller there defensively.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
35 tonight. You must be free. Mike 35, Mike 35. Not here.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Cody Latimer, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hopkins with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
I got it. No. Here they go, 48. Mike 56. Mike 56. X3. 218. Chopper. Gun. Black. You don't want it. Check. Lucky.
On second down, Cousins again. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Hey, we're good. 56 to Mike. 56 is Mike.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
Gun.
Now Gordon on first down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Cousins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins, and unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins, huh? 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Echo. His team showed up. Right there.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Say it. 300. Wide, get wide. Gun. Motion.
Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
Jahan, what are you? Check 56. I'm coming. 50. Switch.
Here's Cousins. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Cousins now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Hey, receiver. Hey, orbit.
Throwing is Cousins. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Cousins to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got one. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Looking to throw, Haskins. That one caught by Gibson. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first and 10, it's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You ain't going nowhere.
Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
56.
To throw is Cousins. It's caught. Smith. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He's coming. He's coming. Grab it. Double up. Quick dash. Come. Watch that.
Here's Gordon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. You got nothing in there.
From the 44, Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Tighten up. Lucky 48. Watch twins. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 36. 36. Deuce.
Gun.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Where's the high?
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
That's 61. Matchbox lights. Let's make these big.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And an alley to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Hustle. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. It's been a long day for you. Whip.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Third down, here's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Washington.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Check 55 to Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Time to go, night-night.
On second and 11 now. Haskins. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. Fighting ahead at the 15. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Next to score, Vikings 35.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Redskins.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's Haskins. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play.
Redskins 14.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
54. Mike 54. I'm coming.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
There it goes. There it goes.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And this is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Gun! I'm here all day. Hey, wahoo!
A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Watch out. Check, Mike. 53.
Fourth down, here's Haskins. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you should...
There goes Melvin Gordon. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A carry now for McKisson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike, 55.
Throwing on first down. Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll run with McKisson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Check 9, check 9.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's got some space here. The 20. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to let that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. His career rushing numbers just continue to rise with that last carry. He surpasses 12,280 yards and also surpasses Marshall Faulk.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Bravo. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Yeah. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Too little, Cupcake.
On fourth down, Haskins, big hold of the 30. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This is brought in by Gibson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Haskins to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first.
Vikings 47, Redskins 14.
Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't got a